We all need change, but rarely do we seek it out. In the past week or so, I actually had this realization that I have a really big problem. That problem being that I am happy to sit and wait until something fixes itself. That is something that needs to be fixed. Don't get me wrong though, like everybody else, I am terrified of change in one way or another. And that's exactly why I've started to make a huge change. The main thing that made me start thinking like this was actually my side projects. Usually I choose something big and ambitious and I work and work and work away at it until eventually I'm sick of it and I put it to the side and it never gets finished. I started looking at my website and my portfolio and realizing I didn't actually have things that I wanted on there because I never got to finish them. And then when I go to start on something new, I realized that I never completed the past thing, which put me into this shame spiral that I can't really get out of. So I had the thought, why not just try and make little things? Things that are actually quite achievable, something I could do within a day. And that was the idea. That said, me being me, that wasn't ambitious enough. I didn't feel like it was right to do small things and make it so that it seemed like I was doing bigger things. And that's why I started a Make Every Day project. On my website, I have a page dedicated to making a project every day in which that I can go, cool, I was productive today because I made this. And you're probably thinking, well, what the hell are you going to be doing from day to day? And that's exactly one of the questions that I came across. There was this dilemma of what was I going to be doing that day? How could I decide the idea that I was going to work on that day and have it done by the end of the day? I needed structure, I needed ideas, I needed themes. So I took a little bit too long in trying to think of names for each of the days, but I actually have themes for every day. Starting on a Sunday, I actually decided to make that a free roam day, making that a surprise Sunday. This is the day that I'll be working on whatever the hell I want to because I might have creative ambitions that don't fit into any other sort of categorization throughout the week. Monday became Motion Monday. This is where I work on some sort of motion graphics piece. If you look at my website, I have a few examples of my motion graphics, but I don't feel like I've put out enough. And that is why Motion Monday is all about motion graphics. Tuesday is going to be probably one of my favorites, as it's called Talking Tuesday. And you guessed it, it's going to be me talking. You're probably thinking, don't you talk anyway in everything you do? And yes, I do, but Talking Tuesday is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be based around the audio itself. I could be doing podcasts, I could be doing an audio play, I could be doing all of these different things, but it bases itself around the audio. The visual is not an aspect that I need to think about. Now Wednesdays are going to be Watch It Wednesdays. These are days where I use this camera or some other sort of camera to record either myself or a short film, but something that involves using a camera, using a physical lens in the physical world. Thursdays are becoming 3D Thursday. This is where I work in 3D animation. This could be anything from modeling something, through to printing something, through to texturing a 3D model, to sculpting, to creating even a full animation. You never know until you watch. And because I'm so unpredictable, Fridays are also going to be another free day. This is actually going to be called Free Reign Day, where I have free reign to make whatever I want. Especially because knowing me, I am always coming up with ideas that have nothing to do with what I'm actually doing at that point in time. So these are the days that are going to be doing that. And Saturday is going to be all about images, so still Saturday is me creating single images in which I could use then as wallpapers, as promotional pieces, as anything, as long as it's a still image that doesn't have any movement, because the rest of the week is going to be based all around movement. And I figured I need a day in which I just focus on simplicity in a single spot. Now you may be thinking, Kurt, how do we know you're not just making fun of us and doing this beforehand and saying you're doing it on the day? Well, that's actually quite easy because I'm using Snapchat. Hello Snapchat, I'm recording a video. Hello video, I'm recording a Snapchat. See, this is how I'm going to record my daily behind the scenes so you know how it all works and know that I'm doing it that day. Unless I get very talented at hiding it. So if you want to see the behind the scenes stuff and think about how I think about things and do things and all that sort of stuff, follow me on Snapchat @DeStroller, or if you want to get the little image thing, you can just scan that and put it in. But if you don't have any of that, there's a link in the description as well. And I realize this is going to be a huge project in which I work on, so the quality of things may not be the best, but they'll get done. The fact is, I will try my damnedest to make sure that there is a finished product at the end of every day that is up on my website. If you want to see it all, link in the description below. Go check it out. Tell me what you think. So I've been Kurt, you've been the audience. Go make something.